On, you turn the Zenith radio on, the vacuum tubes would heat up. This may be the first song that you would hear. Year after year with his parents and dreamed of becoming an airshow pilot, and today the pilot of that T-51 is. Look low and to your left. The low-level daylight bombing raids were devastating to our Allied bomber pilots. As this one of only 10 or 11 flyable B-17s out of the 12,731 that were built by Boeing and other subcontractor companies to the tyrant's lair to keep all nations free, she flew through flak and flame as far as eye could see. She slugged it out with Hitler's best, brought her dead and wounded home, damaged and with engines out. It was oftentimes alone. Born of war but seeking peace, she carried valiant men into the very jaws of death and brought them home again. Berlin, Frankfurt, and countless other courageous daylight raids, and only God in heaven knows what they did for our freedom. We call them the greatest generation as the B-17 turns the corner. Will you join us in standing for those men and women that included Rosie the Riveter and her sisters, and give a wave to the spirit of the B-17 and the men who flew her and died, and the women who produced these aircraft under very monotonous, dank, and dark conditions at a record rate, not slave these people to Washington for the day and bring them to their homes at night. And there are, on the return flights, a lot of tears.
Danny, I had the opportunity a year ago, May, to do an honor flight and to host a World War II veteran on his honor flight, and it was one of the most important moments of my life in my ability to honor those who served. I didn't get to do that.
For actual combat shots, aircraft getting their wings blown off and spinning to the earth, and also some Hollywood work as well. It was very well done, and I urge you to watch that movie. It was a 1949 Warner Brothers release. It is well worth your viewing. An all-star cast in that airplane as well. And as they do another run on one of the last of the over 12,000 of these aircraft that were manufactured, I want to give great credit.
Resulted in the greatest air battle in history, and through the years since that date has become known as Black Thursday in the Air Force history because of the heavy losses of men and planes. For hundreds of miles inbound to the target, the B-17...
4 1,200 horsepower Wright engines. As the B-17 home and never return.
That B-17 bomber that we see coming back in, the Yankee Lady, was one of the G model of the B-17s, the most produced of the type of B-17 bombers, with that chin turret that gave the B-17 way more off-the-nose protection because of those 250 caliber machine guns. There were about 86 in that huge battle. Again, a great movie on that one that starred Tom Hanks. But those invasion strikes were painted on the aircraft so our folks on the ground wouldn't shoot down our own airplanes in the air to avoid friendly fire. That's our Warbirds segment. What a great way to honor the men who, and women from the greatest generation.
And we'd also like to thank our friends from Titan Aircraft, founded by John Williams in Geneva, Ohio. To date, that scale P-51, they call the T-51 for Titan Tornado, has sold over 800 kits. T-6 was born back in 2001. They also manufactured the whirlwind propellers flown by AIRSHOW star Rob Holland and Jim Maroney and Skip Stewart and hundreds of other kit builders. Very successful Ohio company putting out some great products. I love the look of that T-51 with one-time spectator and now